We've read the story of the parable and how that the parable sower went out to sow. Now, I've been here in the United States and also in the Philippines, and I've seen farmers with what they used to put a sack of seed on, and they would have something like a grinder, and it separated, threw the seed out 20 feet this way, 20 feet that way. Have you seen those kind of sowers? I operated one before as a boy. And sometimes the seed does really end up at the wayside. And a lot of people laugh when they say, that boy wasted the seed. That seed is never going to be able to grow and make good fruit. And then the parable speaks about the seed that landed upon the stone. And it was able to get into a little bit of dirt on the stone, but the roots, it didn't go very deep. Deep enough to be able to get the good water. Amen. So it could grow. And so therefore it died. And then there is the seed that goes into the thorny ground and to the thorns and the bushes and briars, and well, it is choked because thorns and briars, they soak up a lot of water too fast. But then there is a seed that goes to the rich soil. Now I want to share with you about a man who had 4 sons. He told his one son, there is a pear tree, and I want each one of you to go in each season and observe this pear tree. He said, I want you to go to the pear tree in the winter time. And he went, and he saw, and he observed, and he studied, and he come back to his father. He said, Father, it is the ugliest tree you'd ever want to set eyes on. He said, that tree is so ugly. That pear tree doesn't need to even be there. Well, the second son went out. It was in the spring. And he studied the tree, looked at the tree very well, and came back after several days and reported back to his dad. He said, Father, there's hope for that tree. It's beginning to bud. There are little green buds all over the tree. Father, there is hope for that tree. And then he sent out his third son in the summertime. And it had leaves all over it. Blooms, amen, blooming everywhere. And he came back after a week or so. He said, Father, I've studied this tree. He said, I don't understand my brother who said there is no hope and that it's ugly. He said, it is the most beautiful tree. It's got flowers and blooms all over it. It's got leaves all over it. He said, there's really hope, and it brings me such joy, and it smells good too. And then the last son went to the pear tree in the fall. And he studied and looked at it. He even plucked a pear from the tree and ate it. And he came back to his dad and he said, that's the best tree in our whole farm. Dad, that bears the best fruit. Fruit is all over that tree. It's drooping with fruit. And his dad then stopped and looked at all 4 of his sons. And he said to his sons, he said, you judged the tree because it didn't have anything on it. You said it should be cut down. You said that buds were coming out, that there is a little bit of hope. You said that it was blooming and it smelled good. You said it was very fruitful. All of you are right. But all of you must learn a lesson. You can never judge the tree or a person by how they look. They may not look like they can do anything.